In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use Google Calendar and integrate events from your calendar directly into your digital signage presentation. Now, one of the neat features of the Google Calendar is that it allows you to create a date range that's relative to today. So for example, if you just wanted to show events that are 2 days old, or maybe a week in the future, you can set 2 days back and 7 days forward, and so that date range will keep on progressing every day, always showing 2 days back and 7 days forward. And I'll show you how to configure this. In addition, Google Calendar is powered by scenes, so you can use any style you want and take advantage of transitions. So with that, let's begin. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a Gmail account, and you want to go ahead and point your browser to this address right here, google.signage.me, and press on enter. This will allow you to authenticate with your Gmail account against our services and take advantage of all of our digital signage services, including Google Picasa, Google+, Google Photos, Google Calendar, etc. Now, it will generate a token that you can use in the Studio Pro, and this token will last for 6 months. So you need to remember to renew this token every 6 months so you don't get any interruption to your services. So we'll go ahead and click on the login to Google and provide our username and our password. Click on sign in. Scroll down and accept. And this will generate a token for us. So go ahead and select the whole token. You can just triple click on this, or you can do Control A on the keyboard. So make sure you select this whole big token. It's pretty long. If at any point you need to regenerate this token, you can just click on delete token. You can revoke access and then generate a new token if you need to. So select the whole token, right click, and copy to the clipboard. Just remember to do this every 6 months so there's no interruption to the services. Now, this component is part of the Enterprise Edition, so go ahead and log into the Enterprise Studio, switch to the Media Store, and click on Not Installed. You can select the component you want and click on Install Now. So I went ahead and logged into Studio Pro. So I'm going to go over here and switch to my scenes. Click on the plus sign to add a new scene. Go ahead and call this my calendar scene. And switch over here to my components, type in JS for my JSON, drag and drop that, and select the background or the scene, either one is fine, and make sure that from the MIME type I select the Google Calendar. So this converts the scene to be a Google Calendar scene. Now this item, I can go ahead and map it to whatever field I want within the Google Calendar, so I can set summary, description, organizer name, and so on. So quickly offline, I went ahead and just created 3 JSON items. The first one is mapped to the summary, the second one is mapped to the description, and the third one is mapped to the created date. Switch to scenes, go ahead and filter by my calendar scene, drag and drop that to the timeline. And over here, we'll go ahead and paste in the token that we created earlier. Press enter. And you can see now that we pasted in the token, we have these calendars available to us. And over here you can set the days before today and the days after today. And so this range will allow you to always move forward with your calendar. What this means is that if you set, for example, 3 days back and let's say 5 days forward, every day when your signage presentation runs, it will go ahead and grab the events 3 days back and 5 days forward. And so this date range is a convenient way to keep your screens with relevant information, since you don't have to come back and change the dates all the time. Next, I'm going to switch over here to the general settings and make sure that I set interval every 2 seconds so I can flip quickly through items for this demonstration purposes. Also, I'm going to keep the slideshow because again, I just want to flip through items, and I'll take the random off because I do actually want to show the 3 days in the past and 5 days in the future. Now if I look at my calendar, you will see that I have an event on the 27th and the 28th. This is actually in the past, so this has actually occurred already. And also more importantly is that you can notice that I'm selecting the special events calendar. So again, switching back, you can see it's a special event calendar, and actually I'm going to have to go back about 7 days to see both events. You can see my event 1 and more info on event 1. If I click on play, you'll switch into my second event every 2 seconds. So let's go ahead and add another event. This time we'll add it in the future because again I'm looking forward 5 days. So switching back to my calendar. So today we are on June 3rd, so I'm actually going to go ahead and set an event maybe right here. I'm going to call this our event 3. Save this. So here's my event 3. Switch back to the calendar. It can take up to 30 seconds to actually display and move forward 10 days. Click on play. Here's my event 1, my event 2, and my event 3. Now, one last thing I wanted to show you is the ability to take advantage of transition pools. You can see that right now transition pool is set to none. I'll go ahead and set it to pool. And if you're not sure how to configure the transitions, I do recommend you watch the video tutorial for that. Let's go ahead and click on play now that we've set the transition pool. You see that we have event 1, event 2, and event 3, and all flipping back to back. So I hope you can appreciate now how easy it is to set up Google Calendar in your digital signage presentation. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and have a good one.